It's lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for your time. Um, where do we find Mary at the start of season 5? Is she confused? Does she have an understanding of what's happening? Does she realize what's about to happen? What is Mary's sort of mental state in regards to a relationship with Jesus as this season opens? I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I think you're muted. Sorry.
Okay. I was saying, I think all of the above, really. I think she has an understanding of what's going to happen, mainly because of one thing. Back in those days, any enemy of the state met the same ending, which was crucifixion. And so I think there was something about her that she was dreading it as a mother would dread, I don't know, an accident, an automobile accident, for example, with their
Child.
son, and hoping that it might not be that way. But she does know that he will come to an end uh, in Jerusalem, which is why she pledges to him that she will be there till the end, or that she will walk into the city with him. Um, but at the same time, he's been greeted like a king. And so there lies the confusion.
Right.
And how?
Because right from the beginning, when Jesus is born, Mary is told by a prophet that this child will be like a sword or a dagger in your heart. How
Exactly.
difficult is it to get the balance right playing Mary between, the love of a mother for her son, but the willingness to let him go and do what he feels God is telling him to do?
Mhm.
How difficult is it to actually play Mary in this situation?
I think it is the very conflict that
Yeah.
she's going through. I keep on asking myself, how did she do it? How did she stay sane through all this? And I think partly, excuse me, partly is her immense faith, and just not only in God, but also in her son, who is constantly, he's been keeping her in the loop for a lot of things. But at the same time, it's like, well, he's telling me that this is what needs to happen. And so I'm going to trust in that. But as a human and as a mother, I mean, her heart must still be breaking. And it really is a testament of how strong this woman must have been, um, deciding there and then that even though my heart will break, I will be here till the end.
There's a widely held belief, isn't there, that Joseph by this point had died, which is
Exactly.
why on the cross Jesus entrusts Mary to his disciples' care. How is the relationship with the disciples? Are you drawing on them for emotional strength because they're equally as perhaps confused as you are? And what's
Exactly. But I think I see them more as them getting advice from me
oh,
rather
okay.
than the other way around. I think in the sense that I think I've been with this story the most out of all the people there. Like I like to say, I'm the OG disciple. So no, but it's true. I mean, she's the first one to say yes to to Jesus, to the story
Yeah.
of Jesus. And so she's been with this the longest. And so sometimes that might be beneficial for the disciples to hear from her than the other way around. But it definitely is, I think her strength may come more from the women in the group than
Okay.
from the men.
Right. Okay. Now, obviously, we don't want to get into spoiler alert territory, but those
Exactly.
who read the Bible will know what's coming. Um, how do you see Mary's role? How much more are we going to see of Mary as the season plays out? Do you have a bigger role to play? Are you obviously going to be there when the resurrection happens? Do we get to see much more of you?
Well, in the rest of the show, for sure, for sure. There's some really big moments for Mary coming up. This season is a little less Mary, Mary, there's a little less involvement from Mary, but there's definitely some key scenes that are absolutely beautiful and very emotional. I think people will enjoy.
And if you were asked to sum up in a sentence Mary's character,
Sorry,
who
Andy.
was Mary? What would you
Sorry,
say?
Andy. We don't have enough time for another.
Okay, we don't have enough time.
Oh.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Andy.
It's lovely to meet you. God bless. Thank you very much.
Likewise. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Pure Media, the magazine, is hand perfected with some of the finest writers from around the world that we could find. And yes, Andy B too. New editions are released just for you on the first Friday of every month, from our family to your family. Pure Media, the magazine, is available now. Sign up for free at puremediafamily.com/magazine.